if it please the council, let me first apologize to the public that unfortunately for reasons beyond our control, we're going to be unable to have an official meeting tonight because we lack a quorum. It's my understanding that the mayor, and I'll let Mr. Stoltz expand on that, but is not going to be available. And of course, two other council members have had, Mr. Rogers is out of town, and that was known to us prior to this meeting, and we felt like we had a quorum. And Mr. Smith is with his wife at Vanderbilt Hospital, so those two were excused, but we still had sufficient number until I guess a little more than an hour ago. And if Mr. Stoltz, if you'll be so kind as to explain to the public why we had to cancel this meeting tonight.
About an hour or so ago, I received a call from the mayor indicating that he, because he had had a surgical procedure or health procedure this morning, that he was not feeling well and did not feel like he could attend the meeting, that he just did not feel well. And I think he also contacted Councilman Crawford too.
That's correct.
So with that being said, if you're here for the regular meeting, you can be excused. No official action will be taken. I do have two public hearings that I'm going to address after if you want to stay around for it, you can, but you're more than welcome to leave if you'd like to. And again, I apologize. We've got people that have traveled from out of town to appear here at this meeting. I know United Healthcare. I know that Mr. Kidwell is going to address the bond issues tonight, but I will make every effort to schedule a special call meeting. I'll attempt to try to do that Thursday. However, I will ensure you that I won't have it called unless I know that we're going to have a quorum. Okay, so again, I apologize, but you're free to go if you'd like. And members of the council, if you want to be excused, again, I apologize to you all for it. And I know that Ms. Stennett had canceled a vacation trip cruise to attend this meeting, and I apologize for that. I know you had a lot of money in that, and again, I'm sorry. I really am. So.
Just go ahead and have your public hearing there, Mr.
Okay. Now, I do have two public hearings scheduled. The first public hearing, and as you know, the public hearings are scheduled to afford the public an opportunity to attend and address any issue or any concerns that they may have about the particular matter that's being rezoned. The first public hearing is Ted Moss, DBA Volunteer LLC, map and parcel number 0012C0100AA, Fort Town Drive. It's to be rezoned from C2 to PM. Is there anyone here that would like to come forward and comment on that particular rezoning issue? Yes, sir, you want to come forward first? And if you will, sir, if you will put your name down.
My name is Dee Burris, and I'm just, I guess, the spokesman for Ted Moss and B. Brown. And we would like to get this property rezoned across the street, as it's the last piece on the road. It has no commercial value that I'm aware of, and we'd like to work with anybody that has any issues with it before we brought it. And then it was, maybe denied and had to be put on some lengthy back burner or something. So it's about, I think I have a complete packet to everyone that might answer any questions.
Okay. And that would be for the third and final reading?
Yes,
That-
this would have been for the third and final reading.
Yes, sir. Okay. You want to come forward, please, sir? If you will write your name there and state your name for the record.
Fred Lloyd, 504 Flagstone Drive. I'd just like to know what's going to be built in this if we change this. And I didn't hear any concept of this PM zoning, and it's a planned, basically a PUD, planned unit development. I'd just like to know what was going on that property before y'all consider rezoning it. I think you'd just be signing a blank check. Thank you.
I believe you're involved in the development, and I think it's clearly a matter of public record what it is, but would you please, sir, come back up, Mr. Burris, and explain what you were going to put
It's,
on?
as you know, that whole street is all completely apartments with the exception of the small convenience store, which is not doing extremely well. It's just too far off the road to do anything other than put apartments. Mr. Moss has taken over this property since, I think, 2009, and I believe it's fair to say that he's done a good job in keeping it up. And Mr. Brown is the seller of the property across the street, and he has had it for sale for some time, and he just can't get any interest in it at all. What they planned on doing was putting 24 apartments units on it, all 3 bedrooms. They're going to be upper scale from the ones that are across the street, which are in the $775 range, I believe. These are slated to be $950 and hopefully $1,000 in time. But I'd like to say that we've looked at every possible scenario. If we went with, say, 2 bedrooms, it would increase it to like 36 units, which they really don't need. They've got plenty of 2 bedrooms. It's not feasible to put 3 bedrooms on it, finances wise, but Mr. Moss would like for it to be a nice entrance as you come in the road, as he's done on the left side. So I think it would look a lot better than anything else that could go on the property. Does that answer your questions? Any other that I could?
See the plan.
We have a preliminary plan. Mr. Ross Andrews of Ross Architects is the one that's drawing the plans. And we can change or adjust them in any way, but I just don't see much flexibility. We've turned it upside down. We even had it across the street for a little while, but this is the only thing that will work.
Okay, thank you, sir. Is there anyone else in attendance that would like to comment on this particular rezoning project? Let the record reflect that there's no one else that would like to comment, and I therefore adjourn the meeting on this particular rezoning issue. The second public hearing concerns the petitioner is James and Bernard Brown, DBA Brown Construction, map and parcel number 0012C0100A9, Fort Town Drive. It's proposed to be rezoned from C2 to PM. Is there anyone in attendance here tonight that would like to comment on this particular issue of rezoning? Yes, sir. Come. You will, sir. Will you sign your name under that particular? sir.
This will actually be the same piece of property. Mr. Brown has the vacant piece of property, and Mr. Moss has what was the L&M Glass Company building. They just couldn't make it there, and so they went over to 41A, I believe, or they changed locations. But the idea is for this to become just like a climate control facility basically for the tenants to make use of the building, and then for the Mr. Brown's property to become the 3-bedroom apartments. I think you can see in the packet that the schematics show both pieces of properties as they would be at the completion state.
Thank you. Is there anyone else in attendance that would like to comment on this rezoning issue? Let the record reflect that there's no one else that desires to comment on this, and I therefore adjourn this meeting, and that adjourns the public hearings for tonight.